By the turn of the 20th century, the navies of Scandinavian nations like Sweden and Denmark were mainly concerned with deterring their powerful neighbours, namely Tsarist Russia and Imperial Germany. Apart from anything else, these smaller countries couldn't afford their own version of the German High Seas Fleet, much less the British Grand Fleet. What they could afford were relatively small, short-range ships with thick armour and big guns. This idea also appealed to other countries when their naval strategy was primarily defensive, like Austria-Hungary in the 1890s, or Imperial Germany prior to the Anglo-German naval arms race. You know, around about 1897 when the Kaiser decided he wanted a proper ocean-going battle fleet to rival the Royal Navy. Before that though, Germany built several powerful coastal battleships of the Siegfried and Odin classes, each armed with 3 9.4-inch guns. These actually had quite an unusual, strange-looking arrangement with the 2 forward guns each in a separate turret side by side. The French were also fans of the coastal defense ship concept. In the late 1800s, it lined up quite neatly with the Je ne coule doctrine that battleships were on their way out in favor of fast commerce raiders and small vessels armed with torpedoes. Because it was felt that a number of moderately sized gun-armed ships were still needed as a defensive measure while the torpedo boats and cruisers went out to do their thing. Some French coastal defense ships had a pair of 12 or 13.4-inch guns. Of course, these larger powers like Germany and France did also build actual battleships at the same time, because even with things like the Je ne coule movement, there was always a pro-battleship faction within the Navy. To watch the whole video, hit the link below and subscribe for more.